Hello, my name is Soon-Hee. In the second semester of PhD course in the Department and Elderly Welfare at Hansa University, I will present determinants of participation in vocational education and training for with severe career breaks in Korea. Content 1. Introduction 2. Method 3. Result 4. Conclusions 1. Introduction Korean lefted woman ears them that focus on identifying and defining the characteristics of married women, houseworks, and parenting at a time in their lives when they are working mainly inside the home and not outside in the workplace environment. However, in Article 2 of the Act on the Promotion of Economic Activity of Korea in a Left Woman, Accelerator, it was established in 2008. It defines the concept of a career in a left woman as women who have stopped or have never engaged in economic activity due to pregnant, childbirth and child care, and the care for family members. Here it suggests that single, non-married women may be included as care for family members, and this third word may call manipulative definition of middle-aged woman, including both married, non-married, and married women who have a job or have no job at present, but still have a desire to find a job. It is observed that Korean women's economic participation rate has stagnated at around 15% of the past decade, ranking at the bottom of the OECD list. The average participation rate of women's economic activity in OECD countries was 6.3 in 2012 and 16.3% in 2017. In addition, according to the National Statistical Office Regional Employment Survey, the number of career-inactive women increased by 50,000 year-on-year to 1.47 million, and the promotion of career-inactive women between the age of 15 and 54 rose by 0.5% to 20.5%. In other words, the proportion of career-inactive women is known as being on the rise, amid the low participation rate of women in economic activity in OECD countries. When online in their 40s, their child is often in school during the day and at the time. The almost therefore employment and entering the workplace as a fiber worker candidates growth. Even though entry to the labor market during those years may be limited accordingly. The second was playing under the Act on Promotion of Economic Activity of Korea in Lefted Women Accelerator. Yes, a way to run the labor market for career in a lefted woman. They are seeing emphasis on the advantages and benefits of professional education and training for women who want to get a job at a time in their lives. Since there is a corporate demand for women who have received vocational education training, vocational education and the training for career in a lefted woman has an important significance to helping them achieve their career goals of working again. Fourthly, vocational training has been shown to have full 11 months of its desire to go back into favor job market and has enhanced their performance also hired on job. In 2019, 14,584 career in a reputed women participated in 745 vocational training courses across the sales center and the number of employed people sold. Vocational training was 10,258 in 2018. Therefore, it is time for Korea in a left to women to identify variables that affect their participation in vocational education and training and to study ways to support vocational education and training. In this way, Korea in a left women have a desire to seek a job can enter the labor market, even such the trade of participation in vocational education and training is low and growing. Meanwhile, it is predicted that the level of economic retirement population, job-based components and job-seeking skills will lack vocational education and training from middle-aged women who have experienced career breaks. First of all, the level of economic retirement readiness was 17.8% for women seeking jobs 49 years of age and 17.8% for women who 59 years of age. However, it is predicted that the higher level of population for economic retirement, the lower the participation in vocational education and training, re-employment, and job performance improvement. Yes, many retirees who are not economically appropriate to actually their from working are focused into re-employment due to economic circumstances. For this reason, many who had plans to retire may not have the means to do so. Yes, they are able to support themselves equally as the retiree and for their must in the job force and take another job age. Next, in general, the job-based components are basic and common vocational skill required. The career interrupts women to perform their duties and when they are not the labor market. And vocational training for career interrupted women then needs to equal vocational basic skill only for technology-related education, but also for any job. For there, also there is no direct it is expense that Korea interrupted women's job-based components participation in vocational education and training will be corrected. Finally, job thinking skills also act participation in the thinking and visualizing of vocational education and training. In this context, job thinking skills refers to the skills essentially for employed and job seekers to find a job. When active coping with unemployed, that is, the higher the job thinking skills, the higher the chance of employment, and according employed people on how to improve the job thinking skills among vocational training education has the fire job. This research has also shown that the people is experiencing vocational education are about 3 times more willing to work than those who did not hold this skill set. Therefore, it can be inferred that while the correction of quality varies somewhat depending on the research, the higher the thinking skills for active job thinking behavior, the more likely it is that individuals will be able to participate in vocational education and training for assisting employment in the active job market. The purpose of this study is to identify the determinants of participation in vocational education and training for career enlisted women aged 40 to 64 living in Korea. First, it is important to grasp the status of vocational education and training of Korea enlisted women in this country. Second, difference in participation in vocational education and training according to social, economic characteristics and job characteristics before career breaks are identified. Third, the level of economic retirement preparation, job fair conference, and the impact of job seeking skills on participation in vocational education and training identify and evaluate. 2. Method. Data collection procedure. This study used the data of Lee, Young, Song, and Kim, which node from the lifelong vocational education and training friend employment connection of middle-age and older employment. The web survey method using the questionnaire and the self-subjective survey were conducted simultaneously from month February 2020. The collected data was used for a total of 1,224 analyses, excluding those that were fully responded, those that were erroneous, and those that were unresponsive during the data cleaning process. Among the data in this study, 328 women aged 40 to 64 had a job but did not have one now, but who had a desire to have one were analyzed. 2. Measurement. In the study, among the questions asked was whether or not the participation in vocational education and training were with the participant were asked to answer as or no to a single question. Have participated in vocational education and training in the past 5 years. The level of economic retirement preparation was the 5-point record type scale form. Not at all 1 point to very much 5 point. Further to question of prepared pensions, saving and insurance for economically comfortable retirement. And in 16 question in area social demographic characteristics of Korea enlisted women in Korea. According to the social demographic characteristics of Korea enlisted women in this study, the proportions in their 14s and 15s are 15%. This loss is not because cultural sampling was used by age group in the process of collecting research data. In this section, 15.8% of college graduates and 0.8% of the college graduates and below show to have a similar rate. The majority in this case are 75.90% married, with 18.4% of residents living mainly in cities, large and small cities, while the economic standard is concentrating on the middle and lower class. This socio-economic standard is low, with a score of 3.5 out of 5. 5 is the low, and this health standard is 3.36, which is a rather health condition. Statistical analysis, frequency analysis, cross-step analysis, and binary logistic regression analysis using IBM SPS 24.0. 3. Result. 3.1. The standard of participation in vocational education and training of career enlisted women. The status of participation in vocational education training of career enlisted women according to the survey of career enlisted women. Participation in vocational education and training only 2 and 1.6% of them have participated in vocational education and training. In terms of the number of vocational education participation over the past 5 years, 59.2% of the participation participated in the program, and 1.4% participated in the program 4 times. Yes, for the purpose of participation in vocational education, the enrollment was high, the reason noted at 46.5%. Acquired certificate was shown to be 21.1%, and the employment job skill was 15.5%. The institutions that receive vocational education and training were 25.4% of vocational education and training corporation, 23.9% of public vocational training institutions, 18.3% of private academies, and 11.3% women's workforce development contents table 2. 3.2 Difference in participation in vocational education. Looking at the difference in participation in vocational education and training based on the personal characteristics of career-interested women. Only the difference in health condition and job type are shown to have been significant in this case. In other words, 56.3% of women who participate in vocational education and training are in good health, while 43.2% were in good health. Women who participate in vocational education and training were in bad health conditions. In business, while 46.3% were for women who did not participate. In others words, the job type of the women who participate in vocational education and training are sure to be with more stable type of jobs. However, difference in career education and training participation in vocational training based on the age, educational background, manual status. 3.3 Determinant of participation in vocational education and training. As a result of the correlation analysis with identifying and influence vocational of career-interested women's participation in vocational education and training, the correlation coefficient between vocational basic skill and job seeking skills was the highest at 7.44, but there was no multicollinearity in this case. In order to identify the determinant of career interruption, women's participation in vocational education and training, the age level and job type are controlled, and the level of economic retirement readiness, basic vocational skills, and job search skills were input as independent variable for binary logistic analysis. The study model was significant and independent variable predicted 9% of women with career interruption to participate in vocational education and training. Table 4. Excluding control variable, only job seeking skills had a significant effect on vocational education and training. In other words, it was found that the likelihood of participating in vocational education and training increased by 2.373 times each time the job search skill increased by 1 point. 3.4 This to support career-interested women's participation in vocational and training. Table 4 shows the support measure for participation in vocational education and training required by Korean career-breaking women. It was shown that the strength promotion of vocational education and training programs was the highest with 4.02 points. Next, establishment of one-stop service system linking vocational education and training with employment was noted as 3.94 point, and the investigation and diagnosis of componentry related to basic job conference and job skills was noted and 3.89 point. For conclusions, the purpose of the study was to identify the determinant of participation in vocational education and training for career in-lefted women aged 14 to 64. The following is a summary of the main roles. This study used the data of Lee, Young, Song, and Kim, which is lifelong vocational education and training plan for employment, connection of middle age and other employment. The web survey method using the questionnaire and self-subjective survey were conducted simultaneously on months in February 2020. Among the data in the study, 328 women aged 14 to 64 who had a job but did not have one now, but who had the desire to analyze. First, 21.6% of career in-lefted women had participated in vocational education and training, which was slightly higher than 16%. This was slightly higher than 16% in the study by Go and Kim. It was found that they received vocational education and training, vocational education and training cooperation, many for employment, with only 11.3% receiving training at the Women Workforce Development Centers, one of the leading vocational education and training institutions for career in-lefted to women. This shows that the Women's Workforce Development Center has recognition as a vocational education and training institution for women, and has a preference for education and training programs provided by the institution. For this solution, the ident strengths promotion of vocational education and training programs would have been the top fellow among measures to support participation in vocational education and training among the participation to the program. Second, the job before career breaks for women who participate in vocational education and training was often shown as in service, sales business. However, among the vocational training programs operated by the National Women's Knowledge Work Center, the most frequently often are elsewhere: management, office, finance, and insurance, followed by education, leisure, social welfare, police, firefighting, and military, chorus and beauty, travel, lodging, chocolate, and cleaning jobs. In addition, the MOGEF also expands its high-valued jobs, including big data analysis market, pharmaceutical biomolecular diagnostic, pharmaceutical chemical measurement, and the training of HACCP quality managers, from 46 in 2017 to 15 in 2020. There seems to be a slight gap between what career women used to for and what vocational education and training courses are quite often today. This research in job choice seems to be related to career in-lefted women's low participation in vocational education and training. Therefore, considering the fact that vocational education and training were generally related to women's employment, it is essential to develop, distribute, and from various programs, and to establish a network between company institutions in order that specialized programs can be provided to each institution without overlapping programs. What is more important in this process will have to be first defined in this survey of vocational education and training programs. Reference. Thank you very much.